In line with the efforts of increasing national competitiveness to face free trade era, License and Investment Department of Organ Commercial Agency has placed successfully as one of the best performance department in Organ Commercial Agency and giving good contribution towards economic growth in Organ Commercial Agency.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dalam menyongsong era globalisasi yang lebih kita kenal dengan sebutan masyarakat ekonomi ASEAN yang akan segera diberlakukan pasar bebas, tentunya akan terjadi kompetisi yang sangat ketat dalam dunia usaha ataupun dalam investasi, di mana akan banyak membutuhkan informasi, peluang usaha, perizinan ataupun dokumen-dokumen lainnya. Dengan adanya persaingan dalam merebut pasar dalam kondisi seperti ini, selain diperlukan membangun komunikasi dua arah, juga memperbaiki sistem penyelenggaraan pelayanan dengan tujuan agar birokrasi pelayanan lebih sederhana, transparan dan pasti, sehingga dapat memberikan peran yang lebih besar kepada dunia usaha dan masyarakat. Program pembangunan di bidang perizinan dan penanaman modal Kabupaten Organ Komering Ilir, yaitu terwujudnya pelayanan perizinan dan non-perizinan secara efisien dan efektif, sehingga memiliki dampak langsung terhadap dunia usaha, khususnya meningkatkan kegiatan investasi yang pada akhirnya dapat memiliki kontribusi penting dalam peningkatan perekonomian daerah.
Vision and mission of Organ Commercial Agency. Vision: realization of developed Organ Commercial community, independent, prosperous, based on faith and piety through development of Organ Commercial ranging from village. Mission: realizing the development of the village, improving quality and professional of district government officials in conducting government, regional development and public service, improving the people welfare, improving economic growth, realizing a spatial allocation, utilization and friendly environmental, creating a religious life, security and social culture. License and Capital Investment Department of Organ Commercial Ilir, we are ready to serve you quickly and transparently. License and Capital Investment Department of Organ Commercial Ilir as solution for license and capital investment.
Cerita rakyatnya, putri siram putih, putri gelam bulu Jawa, negeri silam.
Applicant comes to BPPM to take a form through counters 4 or information counter. Information staff gives form of license required. When necessary, the applicant may request information or advice at the planning counter worker. completed form and enclosing the relevant documents handed over to the counter 1 or registration counters. BPPKAD duties. Applicant pays distributions to the Revenue Service, Financial and Asset Management area, Organ Commercial Regency. Revenue Clerk, Finance and Asset Management area check the applicant's file and make a deposit letter, distribution, evidence and determine the amount of deposit in accordance with type of deposit, taxes or levies to the applicant. If the applicant's file is received, officer counter 2 or counters payment, deciding levy certificate licensing. Minimum service standards or SDM in licensing and corporate capital investment within the framework of Organ Commercial Ilir districts to improve service to the community, especially in the areas of licensing and to encourage economic growth through investment. It is need to have a quick licensing system, efficient and integrated. Counter delivery officer receive licensing and make accepting sign of license letter. For licensing that do not require a complete field receipts, otherwise submitted to the secretary. Material quality policy in order to increase service to the community. Applicants' file which have studied and complete directly given to the head of license and non-license affairs. Head of license reviews and examine the file again, then make disposition to the back office staff to process the license being applied for. Back office officer process the license and print licensing output. Back office clerk handed back the licensing file being applied to the head of the sub-filed. Head of licensing for the third re-examine it, while non-licensing file submitted to the head of non-licensing for further processing. Head of the official non-licensing dispose back the office for processing of license being applied for. Back office process the licensing that applied for licensing and print output. After being reviewed and investigated, the third, the files of licensing brought to the secretary for license and non-license file that will be issued by the licensing agency, then signed by the head of licensing affairs. The head of licensing check whether files really have inspected and examined by each head of department of license and non-license was known by the secretary and subsequently signed by the head of licensing affairs. After the file is ratified by the head of licensing, the licensing file was handed over to the counter 3 and then a counter worker 3 submit licensing file, evidence file and deposit receipt to the applicant. Receiving assessment of applicants and minutes financial data entered in accordance with this assessment received. Receive and minutes license data that have processed or rejected. Scheduled recording and non-licensing or license requirement note and make a written receipt or non-licensing license.
Saya sangat puas adanya pelayanan yang diberikan petugas BPPM dari Kabupaten Organ Commercial Ilir yang selama ini sangat mudah dan lancar untuk pengurusan perizinan. Semoga kedepannya akan semakin bagus dan lebih baik lagi. The best!
Seek Kok 2, 3, 4 payu berkunjung, bumi benda segugu kaya akan wisatanya.
Kami dari PT XL cabang Kaya Agung merasa puas dengan pelayanan dinas perizinan di Kabupaten Oki. Terima kasih untuk support dan dukungan dari Dinas Perizinan Kabupaten Oki. Oke, kami ucapkan semoga Dinas Perizinan di Kabupaten Oki semoga tetap jaya dan sukses selalu. Amin ya rabbal alamin.
Ayo datang berkunjung, banyak wisata, cerita budaya, wisata alamnya, Telur Rasau, Telur Gelam, Bukit Batu, rumah adat 100 tiang. Tradisinya ada midang, ada juli perahu bedaran, ada juga tradisi kami